Today's video, I'm going to show you how we roast our chicken and our turkeys. It's really simple. It turns out really great. The skin is nice and crunchy. This is how we roast our chicken. We are going to preheat in our oven at 350 degrees. That's what we are going to bake it on. So bake 350. So let's talk about what you're going to bake your chicken on. You can bake your chicken, roast your chicken on just a flat baking sheet. You can do it in a cake pan. You can do it on one of these racks. You can do it in, they have like specific dishes, like roaster pans that you can get for it. If you do not have a rack, I would really suggest putting a layer of some sort of vegetable underneath it, like carrots or even potatoes or celery, like anything you could like line the bottom of your tray with or baking sheet with to just kind of get your chicken up off of the cooking device that you're using. It's not necessary, you don't have to do that, but it just will allow it to cook and get all of that heat all around it. So I'm going to use just a cookie sheet with some sort of metal rack. I don't know even where I got this. It doesn't fit in here, so I just kind of put it on there wonky on the outside, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Here is your chicken. It's beautiful, right? If you purchase your chicken from the store, make sure you check inside the cavity of the chicken to make sure that there's no heart, liver, lungs, like any of that stuff, neck. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, but sometimes they put them inside of a plastic pouch, which I haven't seen in a long time. A lot of times it's in like a paper pouch, but still, you don't want to cook that plastic in there if the plastic is a thing. If the giblets are not contained at all, like they're just in there loose, like nothing is gonna be bad about having them inside of there. You just will, you know, remove them when it's done cooking. We butcher our own chickens, so we don't have the giblets inside of here. We actually save them and use them in stock. Which we're gonna do with the carcass of this. After we're done roasting our chicken, we'll make some bone broth, and this is how we put our chicken on our rack. So I like to take the wings and just tuck them back behind like this, and you're gonna have breast side up, and just get them to stay back like this. A lot of people will take like some butcher's twine and tie up the legs. I don't know where my butcher's twine is. So, and another thing I like to do, all of this like skin right here, because I want all of this. Even if we don't eat this, I'm gonna use it in our stock later. So I just take some toothpicks and just kind of skewer it together, just poke it together so it's not just all loosey-goosey like this. And you don't have to do that either. You can kind of just tuck it. We are going to just overlap the skin, and we're just gonna poke it through, and then just don't forget about it when your chicken is done. Put it here. And then I'll do another one kind of the opposite direction. Just like this. And then we have them kind of secured right here. And then if you do not have baker's twine, we're gonna do the same technique here. We're just gonna go through the skin. The skin here, and then over on this other side we'll go through the skin. So now we have our legs pinned up, we have this pinned up, our wings are back behind, like tucked underneath. That way when it's baking, it's just not all gonna sprawl out. It's just gonna stay nice and contained. Okay, now we are going to get our rack, and we are going to place our bird onto our rack. I don't spray it or anything. It does really well. Then I like to sprinkle some sea salt on mine. There you go, just like that. I'm going to put our chicken in the oven. You want to bake this at 350 degrees for 25 minutes per pound. So we have a 5-pound chicken. It's just a little above 5 pounds. So we are gonna do ours for 2 hours and 5 minutes at 350 degrees. I literally don't even go check on it or anything. I stick it in there and I set a timer, and then I come back and check it when that time is up, just to make sure that it's done. If it's not quite done, then we'll put it back in for just a little bit longer. Delicious chicken, $1.93. So
What's the temperature?
So we have crispy chicken. Hear it? Crispy chicken. And then I let it set for, I don't know, 10 minutes or so before I cut it, just because it makes it juicier. I think it makes it juicier. If it doesn't, you don't need to tell me. Anyways, look at this beautiful chicken. It's uncovered, and then I will take all of the meat off of here, and I will use what's left of the carcass. I will use all the bones, and I will also use some of the liver, or not liver, the heart and the neck and stuff like that. If you have chicken feet, we will make bone broth, and that is good to implement into your cooking, or even just to drink, or to have when you're sick. I made a bone broth recipe video on our other channel before this one, so I'll go ahead and make another one. It's really simple. I make bone broth every few days because we use it a lot. So now that our chicken is roasted, you can do whatever you want with it. Make chicken and noodles, make chicken Alfredo, do whatever you want with it. We like to have just cold chicken sandwiches with it, and I actually have bread going right now. So now that I'm done using the oven, I can start this bread. I can start the bread, and we will do a bread recipe very soon. It has taken me several months and several tries and several different varieties of recipes for different breads to finally find one that we enjoy the most. And I had to tweak it even a little bit because whatever the recipe wasn't doing it. It was too salty and it was too dense of a bread, and we like a really light, fluffy, kind of like a sandwich bread. So I'll be doing a video on that soon. Anyways, if this video was inspiring or helpful or all of the above, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and we will see you again next time.